Good afternoon, everyone. So this marks the end of week 8, the first Justice Week, which Benjamin Franklin defined as wrong none by doing injuries or omitting the benefits that are your duty. Ooh, that's a big one. Omitting the benefits that are your duty. A modern example of that we see all the time is ghosting. And ghosting nowadays is such a killer of good moods and just your well-being, because the person that ghosts you leaves you hanging and may be playing with your emotions. So that's not cool. If you're thinking of doing that, please don't. Bring some closure. Maybe it'll hurt the other person a little bit, but they'll appreciate it more than if you just. There's also a business equivalent of ghosting that I am sorry to say that I've been guilty of having done this before. Where you call someone to, for example, ask for a price on something. They give you something that's very expensive, and you say, "I have to speak with my colleague," or I'll get back to you tomorrow." I'll call you back, and you don't call back. And I recently learned that that's a little more common than besides me. That gives me a little bit of comfort, but it doesn't take away that it's unjust, because with ghosting you play with people's emotions, but with saying that you're going to call back and you're not going to call back, then you're playing with people's wallets. So last week I decided to put the justice in Justice Week because about a month ago some high school friends they reached out to me because they wanted to hang out. But unfortunately I was busy that weekend. And I said, well, maybe we could plan something for some other time. But as we all know, work happens, life happens. I got busy, and out of circumstance, I forgot. And fast forward to last week when I remembered what they said, and I reached out to them, and I told them, hey, I hope you're doing well. I'll take up your offer. We can meet up this weekend. Let's perhaps grab a coffee. And so we did, and we had a good time. We had a good chat. Well, we caught up after 4 years or something of not seeing each other. Yeah, good times. And then the next day, they reached out to me to invite me to a local city event that hosted these traditional cultural Mexican dances. And that's a good example of justice, because I acknowledged that I did wrong by not reaching out to them, and then reaching out to them, having a good time, and then they reached out to me the following day. So we were both being fair to each other. It was a little overdue on my end, but we were both being fair. And yeah, it's important to be just, because if you want people to do the right thing to you, then you must do the right thing to them. You know what I mean? Well, next week. Oh boy, next week. Week 9. Sleep. Let's see how that goes. Well, have a good one. Take care. Have a nice week. Kick ass.